Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into some major geopolitical updates, particularly focusing on Russian President Vladimir Putin's latest statements about the Ukraine war and Brics. First up, let's talk about Putin's stance on the war in Ukraine. Putin made it clear there's no set timeline for the end of this conflict. He's confident that Russia will eventually claim victory, though the exact path remains uncertain. Interestingly, he took a moment to acknowledge Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's concerns about the war. Putin appreciated India's peace efforts and even echoed Modi's view that Brics is a non-Western grouping, not a bloc-style organization. Putin also had some pointed words for NATO, accusing it of escalating the conflict. He didn't stop there. He criticized the United States for its actions against China and its involvement in global regions. Clearly, he's painting a picture of a world where Western powers are the antagonists. One fascinating tidbit: Putin mentioned the potential for more Indian films to make their way into the Russian market. It's a small but interesting example of how he's looking to strengthen ties within Brics economically. Speaking of which, with the addition of 5 new member states, Brics is becoming a more powerful economic entity. Now let's pivot to the recent prisoner swap between Russia and Ukraine. In this latest exchange, each country received 95 of their respective soldiers. This marks the 58th swap since the war began, facilitated by the United Arab Emirates. Russia's defense ministry confirmed that the returning soldiers are currently undergoing medical evaluations in Belarus. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky shared a heartfelt video welcoming the prisoners home and emphasizing that each release brings Ukraine closer to freeing all its captured citizens. Among those released was Ukrainian journalist Maxim Butkevich. To date, 3,767 prisoners have been returned to Ukraine. The UAE's role as a mediator in this and other exchanges highlights the international community's ongoing efforts to mitigate the humanitarian impact of the conflict. Finally, let's circle back to Putin's warnings about Ukraine's nuclear ambitions. He reiterated his goal of achieving complete victory and issued stern warnings against Ukraine pursuing any nuclear weapons. This follows some ambiguous statements from Zelensky about Ukraine's potential nuclear aspirations, which he later clarified were not actual plans. Putin's rhetoric here is part of a broader narrative. Kiev maintains it gave up its nuclear arsenal in 1994 in exchange for security guarantees from Russia and other countries, guarantees they argue were broken by Russia's actions since 2014. So, what's the takeaway here? Putin's latest statements underscore a complex geopolitical landscape with no easy resolutions in sight. The interplay between global powers, economic strategies within Brics, and the humanitarian consequences of the conflict all paint a vivid picture of a world in flux. Thanks for tuning in today, sir. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Catch you in the next one.